Welcome back. The Dow is now up by 12. The S&P 500 up by 1. The Nasdaq down by 7. The search for Flight 370 is taking place 1,500 miles off the coast of Australia. In the business information update today, Gilbert Perez is the country manager for Fortinet in the English-speaking Caribbean, and now joins us to talk about its products, its services, staff, and expansion plans. Morning, Mr. Perez.
Good morning, Mr. Hyman. How are you?
I'm great. You?
Very good, thank you.
Okay, tell our listeners a little about Fortinet.
So Fortinet is actually a leading provider of network security technology. So the company is currently the number 3 player in the network security industry, and we provide many, security-based solutions to businesses and companies that operate within Jamaica as well as the rest of the Caribbean.
Okay. You're the country manager for the English-speaking Caribbean. How many countries in the Caribbean are you operating in?
We operate, we pretty much cover the entire Caribbean from the different offices that we have. I actually work from the offices, our offices here in the South Florida area, based in Miami. We also have another office located in Puerto Rico, where a couple of other resources are located that service the Spanish-speaking territories of the Caribbean. So we kind of cover the entire region from here and support our customers throughout the region from these different locations.
Okay, you're also a global player, right?
That's correct, yes.
How do you find the Caribbean compared with the rest of your destinations globally?
Well, the Caribbean is obviously, when you look at the Caribbean versus some of the more established countries like the U.S., there's challenges that we do have, obviously because of the dispersed nature of the Caribbean, many different islands to cover. So there's a lot more challenges that we as a company must face in being able to travel to different locations and meet with customers and address many questions that customers may have about our technology. However, that being said, when you look at the Caribbean, Jamaica and, Trinidad, when you look at the English-speaking Caribbean, are pretty much the focus, the countries where we're focusing much of our efforts in today. Right?
Okay.
So I'm in Jamaica at least once a month for a week at a time, and again meeting with our prospective customers as well as existing customers and addressing their questions and concerns regarding network security and regarding our products.
Okay. Now tell us what is behind this heavy focus on Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago respectively.
Repeat that again, I'm sorry?
What is behind this heavy focus on Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, respectively?
The focus is really because of the demand that we are seeing from customers with regards to network security in these particular islands, right? So we have a number of local partners that represent us locally and that provide services to our products that we work in conjunction with to, at the end of the day, provide customers with the information they need to really evaluate our solution and maybe compare it to some of the other existing brands that do also provide services there in Jamaica. So, there's a lot of demand. We're definitely getting a lot of questions and a lot of, requirements from the Jamaican community with regards to network security, and it's as a result of really, what's happening, right? Today used to be that network, security was really an afterthought. So a lot of companies that, basically wanted to protect their data from the outside world, they deployed a device, which is called a firewall, and essentially that was considered sufficient security. But
yes.
The fact is, today, with the world we live in, hackers and cyber criminals are getting a lot more sophisticated in the types of attacks that they are actually introducing at a rapid pace, right? So, companies have needed to shift kind of their process, the way that they've actually approached network security in the past. And, so that's where we come in, right? We actually have a different strategy with regards to, how to really implement effective network security. And one of the reasons why we're getting a lot of traction there in Jamaica.
Okay. Why is network security such a big problem in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, it's not just in Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago. Network security in general is just a big
globally
problem.
speaking, but you said you have been focusing on Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica in the English-speaking Caribbean.
Correct. It's really a concern because of, like I said, the sophisticated types of attacks that exist today.
Yes.
So when we talk about, the attacks, we're not only talking about the types of attacks that have traditionally affected networks in general.
Yes.
Nowadays, the attacks, the malware, that exists is affecting really, there's a growing number of new attacks affecting mobile devices, right? So a lot of the devices that your listeners are using to access the internet
Yes.
are really what the cyber criminals are going after, right? Because they understand that we're using them most likely more than our traditional laptop devices, right? And a lot more personal information is contained in these devices. These devices today we use to conduct our lives, right? To whether it be a business transaction or whether it be accessing your banking records or
Yes.
banking accounts information, or whether it be, communicating or interacting with family members, right? With, tools like Facebook and WhatsApp and others, right?
Yes.
I mean, criminals understand that these are the types of devices that, you and I are using to communicate these days, so they're going after that information. And really that is kind of what's changing, right? No longer is it just about the devices that you have behind the firewall, but also the devices that your employees are using to access information on your network, as well as information about themselves in other parts of the world, right? Whether it be Facebook or these other applications that I mentioned.
Okay. Now, Jamaica is a thriving business process outsourcing sector. Do you do a lot of work with them?
The outsource, well, we do. We're in contact with many of the government, sector customers,
Okay.
right? We're in contact with some of the financial sector companies there.
Yes.
And we're in discussions about, how to improve again some of the holes that have, that they understand exist today within their network security strategies, right? So again, it's not just about one single point product that's going to do everything, right? It's
Yes.
about a series of different solutions that can coexist and basically understand what the other is doing to make sure that a hacker that's trying to get access to that company network doesn't overwhelm one device and then suddenly get access to another. So what we provide is really a series of different products that understand what each one is doing, and that can basically provide a more cohesive and more complete, strategy with regards to network security.
Okay. How different is the Jamaican market from the market in Trinidad and Tobago?
They're similar in ways. I would say, I don't think that there's many differences, to be honest with you. I've been working in the Caribbean market for quite a number of years, and the only difference may be in terms of the political challenges that one country may have versus the other, or the economic challenges, right? But otherwise, the problems are pretty similar, right, with regards to
Yes.
network security.
Yes.
They're all kind of speaking the same. They understand what the issues are with regards to cybersecurity, and they understand that they have to really address it before, before it's too late, right? And in certain cases, it may be too late, right? Because there have been a number of incidents that have been reported on the local newspapers in each country, and we know what those incidents have been, and some of the impact that those incidents have had on either that company's reputation, or the website's ability to be able to process, customer inquiries during a given moment.
Okay. Now, what are your expansion plans for the region? Do you plan to expand in the region?
Yeah, actually, well, obviously that will. Right now, we hired a local system engineer who is based in Trinidad today.
Yes.
Because obviously, that's where the office is located. There's a number of engineers that we have out of our Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic office, and then obviously the number of engineers that we have based here in Miami, along with myself, right, that are designated to really service the Caribbean as a region, right? So we're actually making a lot of we're investing heavily in the region because we believe that there's a lot of potential business out there, and there's a lot of demand right now for network security, which is where we're well positioned with regards to providing customer solutions.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Perez. We're out of time, but we'd like to thank you for joining us on Real Business today. Keep up the good work.
Great, Mr. Hyman. I appreciate your time. Thanks.
Pleasure.
Take care. Have a great day.
Okay. That was Gilbert Perez, the country manager for Fortinet in the English-speaking Caribbean, talking to us about its products, its services, its staff, and expansion plans.